Movies often depict heroic survival as a physical struggle, swimming hard and fighting waves. In reality, that frantic action accelerates death. The open ocean sets a specific trap. You are floating in an expanse of more liquid than you could drink in a lifetime, yet every single drop is chemically designed to shut down your organs. This diagram illustrates the 4 biological countdowns that determine your lifespan: temperature, physical energy, hydration, and psychology. Here, the human body is a strictly closed economic system. Every shiver or paddle is a withdrawal from a finite reserve that cannot be replenished. Fighting for your life in the traditional sense guarantees failure. It aggressively burns through irreplaceable biological currency in a system that will not print more. The 2 fastest countdowns are temperature and energy. Your body must defend against extreme heat and cold within the same 24-hour cycle, all while bracing against the continuous, exhausting labor of moving swells. Stretching these resources requires strict protocols. Exposure management involves improvising shade, while exertion discipline mandates moving only with absolute purpose and resting deliberately the rest of the time. Hydration represents the medium-term countdown. Thirst is a delayed, quiet warning. By the time your mouth feels dry, your body has already been rationing its internal fluids for hours without telling you. This chart reveals the physiological cost of drinking from the ocean. Every unit of seawater consumed demands a massive withdrawal of internal freshwater to process the salt. This debt compounds fast, accelerating a physical collapse. Crucially, the brain's thirst mechanism falsely convinces the victim they are helping themselves, right up until systemic failure begins. Avoiding this shift requires absolute water discipline. Ration fresh water on a fixed, predictable schedule. A body given water at set intervals tolerates dehydration far better than one lurching between abundance and panic. Success depends on overriding your loudest biological instincts to protect your reserves against the cold math of dehydration. A 4th threat runs beneath these physical failures. It is the slow, quiet countdown of psychological erosion caused by weeks of isolation. The monotony of hundreds of identical hours distorts a survivor's sense of time. It quietly dismantles the decision-making capabilities required to stay alive. Physical supplies alone do not guarantee survival. A perfectly stocked raft will fail if the survivor loses the cognitive sharpness required to recognize rescue or maintain strict ration schedules. Boredom and isolation are the underlying killers. They erode the mental discipline needed to hold the other 3 physical countdowns at bay. Poon Lim, a WW2 merchant sailor, holds the record for surviving 133 days adrift in the Atlantic after his ship was torpedoed. Lim practiced extreme water discipline, stretching a finite supply of emergency military biscuits and chocolate for weeks. His strategy relied on the tedious, unglamorous execution of small daily tasks. He collected rainwater with a canvas tarp and crafted fishing tools from flashlight wire and hemp rope. These repetitive routines served as psychological armor. The labor provided a structure that tracked time against the disorienting sameness of the open water. Maritime survival is a grueling test of sustained restraint. The variable that determines the outcome is whether the disciplined mind that started on day 1 is still there when rescue finally arrives.